What's going on, guys? Welcome to VOA's Red Carpet. We want to thank you for joining us. As always, on the show, we bring you the latest in entertainment news, the latest in fashion, in sports, in film and television from around the world. Now, due to the coronavirus, Voice of America is reducing its staff that is working at our headquarters here in Washington, D.C. And so our shows are going to look a little different, but we're working to keep you informed, and we appreciate you for staying with us as we go through all of this together. So let's start with the show. And we start off in London, where staying at home is helping stop the spread of the coronavirus. But in London, it's also surprisingly helping the sales of its storied auction house. Sotheby's had scheduled its latest modern and contemporary African art sale to begin shortly after the British Prime Minister ordered the stop of all gatherings of more than 2 people. Well, it turns out that this helped the sale, and it saw a massive jump of 46% in the number of bids from last year, with sales nearly at $3 million in 5 days. The popular online sale featured over 100 pieces from 58 artists across 21 African countries. 2 Portuguese artists have united to create what is becoming an anthem about togetherness in times of isolation, and they're sending a message of hope to the world.
Cities are vacant like they've never been. Everyone's scared of what blows in the wind.
Portuguese singer-songwriter Cristóvão has released Andrà tutto bene, which means everything will be alright in Italian, while Pedro Varela directed the video.
Alright.
The expression was inspired by the messages that have been seen hanging from balconies in Italy as the country went into lockdown over the coronavirus outbreak.
And watching those heavy images of Italy, and I remember seeing the kids in the balconies with their paintings of rainbows and the words "Andrà tutto bene" that mean everything will be all right. And I remember looking at those kids with those words and thinking that what we need in the world is that type of innocent faith that kids have and we tend to lose when we grow.
Despite being in isolation, 31-year-old Cristóvão says he's never felt more connected to the world thanks to the success of the song, which he hopes can be a beacon of hope as well as a call for people to stay at home.
Safe in your shelters and soon we'll be free.
People started saying that they were so connected to the song that they were crying. There's one radio station in Portugal got phone calls to the radio station of doctors and nurses crying on their cars.
Andrà tutto bene. Everything will be alright. Andrà tutto bene. Everything will be alright.
Scientists, doctors, mayors, and governors, everyone is emphasizing the importance of social distancing during the COVID-19 pandemic. But one American couple tried to relay the message with a short animation video explaining why people should stay at home. And in just a day, the video went viral, leading to millions of views and shares. Anna Nelson talked to the talented couple in this story narrated by Anne Rice.
This 12-second long video has been watched millions of times around the world. A match catches fire, then the one next to it, and so on, until one match steps out of the line and the chain reaction stops. A 12-second long animation proved more effective than many warnings, emphasizing the importance of social distancing in the time of the coronavirus pandemic.
We've been reading a lot of articles that are very well thought out and very intelligent, and very long. And only for brainy people. We all have a lot more time nowadays, but still, we wanted to do something that is telegraphic. It takes 12 seconds to look at it.
Artists Juan Delcan and Valentina Isaguirre are married and spend their time between New York and Los Angeles. About a year ago, the duo started making short animation videos with matchsticks as main characters. It was not the couple's main project, but a fun tongue-in-cheek gig. As the coronavirus epidemic started to grow and turned into a pandemic, the couple wanted to give up on the silly project, but then Valentina had an idea.
I come into the office and say like, hey, we got to do this right now because this is like a very telegraphic, very simple way to communicate a very strong message. So we started right away.
By the end of the day, it was already viral. It was pretty quick.
It's been a crazy week for us because we're confined at home, but we've never been so social. We've never been this social before.
They happily talk to journalists on Skype from the safety of their home. They say they only leave the house to go to a pharmacy or get groceries, while their matchsticks continue to be burned in millions of online accounts. And every one of us has the power to become that one matchstick that steps out, stopping the deadly chain reaction. For Anna Nelson in New York, Anna Rice, VOA News.
And celebrities continue to help in any way they can during these challenging times. And here are some of the generous contributions by some well-known names.
Leonardo DiCaprio is helping launch America's Food Fund to help low-income families, the elderly, people facing job disruptions, and children who rely on school lunch programs. Oprah is contributing $1 million of her $10 million donation to the same fund, posting on Instagram. I was struck by the work these organizations are doing, and while everyone's priority right now is to stay safer at home, I know there are many of us looking for ways to help. Meanwhile, country icon Dolly Parton is donating $1 million to Vanderbilt University Medical Center in Nashville, Tennessee for coronavirus research and working with her charity, the Imagination Library, to read a children's book on YouTube every Thursday for 10 weeks. Rappers Jay-Z and Meek Mill are hoping to help stop the spread of COVID-19 in prisons by supplying 100,000 masks to those behind bars and prison staff through their Reform Alliance organization. Singer Pink, who contracted the virus herself along with her 3-year-old son, says she is donating $500,000 each to 2 funds. Posting a photo of her and her son on Instagram, she explained how they both began having symptoms but are now COVID-free. The singer is donating $500,000 to the Temple University Hospital Emergency Fund in honor of her mother, who worked there for nearly 2 decades, and donating the same amount to the Mayor's Fund for Los Angeles COVID-19 Response Fund.
And as some are donating their time and money, many other entertainers are coming up with ways to stay entertained through the quarantine. Let's take a look.
J.K. Rowling is hoping a dash of Harry Potter will help families confined to their homes. The author, who was experiencing coronavirus symptoms, has launched an online initiative, www.harrypotterathome.com, which features quizzes, games, and other activities. For the month of April, Rowling also has partnered with the audio publisher distributor Audible and the library ebook supplier Overdrive for free audio and digital editions of the first Potter book, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. As for mental health, Selena Gomez recently opened up about being diagnosed with bipolar disorder during Miley Cyrus' Bright Minded series on Instagram. The 27-year-old said understanding her disorder took the fear away. During the 20-minute conversation, Cyrus asked the singer how she's processing the coronavirus, to which she answered, "Been writing a lot and connecting with people." Steven Spielberg is helping the American Film Institute launch its online movie club during the coronavirus pandemic. The famed director announced The Wizard of Oz as the first movie that AFI picked for its daily film selection.
Now I know you think you've seen it, but please think again, because right now, at this moment in our history, what better message is there than there's no place like home? So discover The Wizard of Oz, or rediscover it, by going to AFI.com. And I hope you love it as much as I always have. See you at the movies.
And let's turn to fashion, this time going to West Africa in Ghana, where designer Selina Bembako Mensah launched her clothing line Selina Beb 8 years ago.
Designer Serena Bembako Mensah has always been a fashion fanatic. She set out to be a lawyer, studying law in Britain but didn't like it, and switched careers and went into radio broadcasting. However, this was not for her either. For fun, she decided to experiment with African fabrics and taught herself the art of designing high-end handbags and women clothing.
When I moved back to Ghana in 2008, I noticed that African print accessories were in vogue. Everyone was using African prints for all sorts of things, for bags, for jewelry, not just for clothes. Or in the past, African prints were just used for clothes. It intrigued me, and they were durable as well and stylish and nice. So I was like, maybe I should venture into it.
Her creative designs blend a mix of vibrant African prints and high-quality leather to create a dazzling array of handbags that she names after her favorite clients.
This is another unique design. It's our latest design. It's called a pie bag, named after one of my loyal clients. They deserve to be honored. They've supported me. Some of them have supported me from back in the day in 2012 when I didn't even have a shop.
Since launching her label, Serena Beb derived from her maiden name, Bembako, which means another warrior in her native language, Karachi, from the Oti region of Ghana. She spends a lot of time behind the scenes creating new styles, but she also likes to wear her own designs.
The reason I started a clothing line was not just because my customers were asking for it, but I had a challenge as a plus size woman finding clothes in my size, and a lot of people who are my size as well tell me they find it difficult finding clothes in their size.
One of the things that I appreciate about the Selina Beb brand is that they have maintained to the truth of their tagline, which is that they want to make things for the everyday woman. The everyday woman comes in literally all different shapes and sizes.
Bembako Mensah attributes her success to her family and supporters who pushed her to pursue her dream of working in the fashion industry. As Serena Beb's brand expands, Bembako says her brand will play a significant role in inspiring the next generation of young designers. Paul Liho, VOA News.
And in sports news, Los Angeles Lakers great Kobe Bryant, who was killed in a helicopter crash in January, continues to be recognized for his NBA career. Along with fellow NBA greats Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett, Bryant headlined a 9-person group as this year's Club of Enshrines into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. And as we end today's show, we bring you some sad news. The world recently lost another icon, music legend Bill Withers, who wrote and sang a string of soulful songs in the 1970s, including Lean on Me, Lovely Day, and Ain't No Sunshine, died from heart complications at the age of 81. The 3-time Grammy Award winner's death comes as the public has drawn inspiration from his music during the coronavirus pandemic, with healthcare workers, choirs, artists, and more posting their own renditions of Lean on Me to help get through the difficult times. And as we end the show, let's pay tribute to the iconic Bill Withers with a listen to Lean on Me. We come to the end of our show today on this episode of Red Carpet. My name is Jackson Vunganyi. For more entertainment news, remember to check us out at voanews.com. We are also on social media, on Facebook, we are on Instagram. Also catch our videos on our YouTube channel. Until next time, goodbye everyone, and remember to stay safe.